Hi everyone, I'm PirateWalnut, and here's how to adapt your playstyles on Mercy. Season 9 has been rough on us, and more we lose opportunities to play Mercy, so the only time we can play her is when we go against each other, due to death. Anywho, I'm going to be focusing on how to adapt your playstyle to your team and enemies to create an edge to win your games. With this comp, I know I'll have to heal more than usual, especially with the DPS passive. Kiriko cannot solo heal for that long compared to an Ana or BAP, so I must keep that in mind during this game. While I will try to damage— never mind, time to rest her quickly. You know, this always happens when I try to explain something. I don't even get paid enough to play this game. Maybe my parents are right. Maybe I should have gone into nursing. Anywho, while I will try to damage— alrighty then. At this state, we are mainly trying to stabilize so we can hopefully find a pick while Ash walks the long trek. I say BAP jump to high ground, and I know I need to rotate out of the hallway. JQ sneaks by, and I don't realize until she is shooting me, so I need to get off high ground. Instead of flying back to height, playing under would have been more beneficial as I take a lot of damage that I definitely could have avoided. Do I think it would have mattered? Maybe. Maybe not, since we still lost Winston and Kiriko, but still good to know this. My team is fighting in this tiny room, and I don't want to be there, and the reason is that. I do a super jump res to block LOS, and while I still get hit by Rampage, JQ isolates herself on an island, and my team, as the Hungry Tigers, devour her as a nice nutritious meal, with the help of my Valk. Unfortunately, my team takes a very creative position and splits the team in half. I can't really cross because of the Widow, so I must leave them out to die. I try to fly the cover, but to be honest, I knew I wasn't going to make it. Especially with their team, I'm mainly trying to not be in the air for a long time and generally not be in LOS. I know, very simple stuff, but sometimes we don't think about it, and in Season 9, you can't take damage for free anymore.
Tactical visor activated.
For their current comp, I'm mainly going to hold high ground since JQ can't hit me easily and everyone else has to use resources to get up to me and go through my soldier. Especially with Widow and Soldier as our DPS, there is no reason for me to play on low ground.
No one can hide from my sight.
To be honest, the only character I'm really concerned of is the Widow, since she can instantly kill me if I am not careful. The Echo won't be much of a problem as long as I stay with Soldier and Soldier aim-labs her. And with ears and a ping, the bug is dealt with. I'm not moving, and frankly, I don't need to. Don't need to overcomplicate our characters if we don't have to. All I need to do is stick close to the wall so I'm not in Widow's line of sight. Unfortunately, our team gets caught in a bad spot and dies again. When running away and needing the slingshot, make sure to look down to get the most speed and so you don't clip the door frame. We have a lot of resources, so my team is prepping for a stall, so I'm getting ready to pocket, but also assess my options if I need a stall, since ball will take a lot of damage. Soldier dies and I res, and to quickly get Valk, I top off Kiriko and Valk to keep ball up. I know this goes against most Mercy standards, but I need to create space through stalling so my ball can get health and give my DPS time to shoot their guns. I make sure to use payload as cover and vary my movements with jump, crouch, as well as quick GAs. And you can see how effective it is when you go to the Widow. Now let's watch that sequence again. I mainly focus on flying between garage, point, and our side. I take an axe swing, but because I am lashed onto ball, I can quickly heal up. Ball leaves her health, so I quickly J down to payload and attach my feet to anyone so I can proc my passive if the enemy damages them. Kiriko dies and I fly out to keep beam connected. I definitely could have stayed where I was, but I was scared of JQ getting me and beam disconnecting if ball goes too far out. I fly back for Soldier and with a quick two-step, I avoid JQ's abilities and my team clears her. My ball is still low and this fight is still scrappy, so I play to keep him up. Tracer is in their backline, so I take a risky res. I could have stayed back since there were no threats to push me, and I take a Widow shot I could have avoided. I know I did not damage boost that much that fight, but at the end of the day, I did my job and supported my team. Don't be afraid to adapt to what your team needs, even if it means sacrificing a bit of stats. By clicking tab, I know they swapped to Winston, so I'm playing farther away so Winston can hit both of us in the dive. I know Widow is hurt, but I don't want to compromise my positioning, especially with Soldier planning to take an off angle, so pinging her can help tell her to come to me. With Kiriko there with Ball, I can trust her for a bit to heal before Ball gets low, so I damage boost. Both my teammates are low, and the fight is about to break, so I Valk immediately.
Heroes never die.
My Ball is safe, so I'm prioritizing healing for the dive. I see Bap and I pistol him to force out a cooldown, and with my P shooter, I get his regen burst out. I heal Ball until Kiriko TPs and help her up while she heals Ball, then go back to whoever needs me. I should have healed Ball since Kiriko went for Soldier because of the Winston bubble, and we lose our main guy for stalling. Because of this, I'm put into a bad situation where if I choose to stay with Soldier, then Kiriko will most definitely die, but if I leave Soldier, then he also dies. I think if I stayed with Soldier, we may have had a better chance of winning this fight, but I don't know how possible that would be. We have a Hog now, so I can trust my Kiriko to help him for a while since Hog has his self heal and the enemy does not have Ana. Because of this, I am free to damage boost more as long as my Hog doesn't try to end. This area is one of the best for Mercy since it covers most angles and covers a lot of what your team wants to take. If there is any place you want to play in, this is that place. It's that girl. I make a mistake flying close to the Soldier, but thankfully I still have my slingshot available. All I need to do is keep my backline alive long enough to kill the Winston. Soldier ults, and because of that, I don't care if the Widow dies as long as the Soldier gets kills. I res her after since the final fight will happen soon because of the enemy respawn point. I should be playing where Kiriko is instead of the open space, and I'm lucky I didn't get headshot by the Widow. I should stay with Widow since Soldier is rotating and probably would have gotten Echo killed quicker. Because my Soldier is being forced up by Doom Block, I focused on damage boosting other sources to get the most out of my long range beam. I stay on high ground since I can reach everyone here. I see Mercy low and I take it as an opportunity to kill her since she is isolated. Once she is dead, I go back to high ground.
Stay out of my way.
I know many of you have seen this before, but if you haven't, TLDR, a lot of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Helps me out a ton and you get my videos straight to the subscription box.
0 to 2. Switching sides.
This round we have a Winston, and with the nature of his playstyle, I'm going to have to trust Kiriko to keep him up long enough and damage his soldiers to quickly kill the dive target.
Defend objective A.
The enemy is here.
Damage intensified.
I peek out quickly to heal Winston, even if I don't want to, and because I peek, I get hit by Widow, so I must play safer to not die. Unfortunately, with an unsuccessful dive, our team is gone with the win.
Everyone heal up.
I will not let you fall.
You'll see how I'm not peeking the Widow, and how easily I can avoid all the damage by just using a simple wall. I'm a broken record at this point, but please use cover. I should be using the pillar as cover instead of the wall. While the wall blocks the high ground, it leaves me very exposed to the Doom, and while I try to just hope my team can tug it out, he punches me and I mess up my GA and I'm fed to the wolves.
Come here for healing.
Hanzo in Season 9 is a way better damage boost target now, especially since you can enable him to one-shot headshot again. So if your Hanzo knows trig, geometry, algebra, and the Pythagorean theorem, then make sure to stay with him. I'm making sure to keep distance since Doom is above, so I stay in the air to avoid most of the damage, and with a well-timed super jump, I avoid everything.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
With our new space, we start moving up the capture point, and unfortunately I get punched. While it displaces me, I use this as an opportunity to get behind and use Valk, which allows me to stay with my team. I see Doom low and make sure to take him out. Winston is unresable, so I make sure to focus on the rest of my team. I thought of resing Hanzo, but 1, I messed up the super jump res, and 2, I honestly thought it wasn't safe, so canceling isn't as bad as it looks, so pocketing Blade is the way to go. Bar is low, and I tried to hit her. And after thoroughly embarrassing myself, we start to cap. A better position would be at staircase instead of the middle of the point. Fortunately, I don't get punished. I take this opportunity to push, and while I thought Genji would stay, he left, and I wanted to feel like I was useful, so I stay with Kiriko and wait for Winston to come back from his vacation. The team comps have changed, and the enemy is running Pharmacy, while we are running Yihan, so with careful, tried, and true deductions passed down from generations, I'll be holding the blue bait mainly on Cass until the Pharmacy is dead. Hanzo has a better angle on the 2, so I damage boost him until Cass can clean up. Usually at this final part, I like to not pass bridge if possible, as anything past it is a death zone. While I was going up to Hanzo, I get split off by dragons and have to cross them to get the Hanzo to help him finish off Doom. Here we make the mistake of leaving Soul for free, and especially with Pharmacy, Bar can allow Mercy to get the souls you normally wouldn't reach. Always make sure to call to watch the bodies of killed enemies to make sure these reses don't happen for free. I go with the pistol Mercy, maybe because of the rage in me, but it's not a great play, and I would be better off sticking with Cass. Because there is not much to punish me, except if Bap had a window, I'm free to take a more aggressive position. As Mercy, it's imperative you look for when you can take these opportunities when possible. My Hanzo is taking space, so I help enable him, making sure I use the corner for easy access. I'm staying with Hanzo this fight since Cass has no vision on anyone, and after a couple of kills, we close out this game. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while since my last upload, but I thank you for everything, and hopefully we'll be uploading more consistently as school starts to wind down. Thank you again, and until next time, bye bye!